Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GeForce RTX 4060 8GB GPU in Red Dead Redemption 2. This one is the MSI Ventus version of the card. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers as usual, and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Ups GPU Z. Resizable bar is also enabled, and over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D and 32GB of RAM. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's go over the settings first. I'm starting at 1080p resolution using the favour quality settings. I just pushed the slider all the way to the right there, and that's it. It's not set to the maximum settings, but it's like high to ultra overall. And here we are, my friends, looking absolutely gorgeous here at 1080p high to ultra settings. This is a very good looking game, obviously, and it is running reasonably well. I thought it was gonna run a little bit better than this, like 70s and dropping into the 60s already. Yeah, it's a freaking 4060, you know. And this game released back in what, 2018, 19 on PC, I think. So it shouldn't be this hard to run, right? And now that we are far away from the water, the FPS go up a little bit. And I really wanted to see Jack, but I can't really find him this time around. For some reason, when I'm reviewing monitors, I find Jack every single time here in Red Dead Redemption 2. But when I'm reviewing the GPU's performances, well, it doesn't work. Maybe this way? No, god damn it, man. I really wanted to see Jack. My day's ruined right now. Jack is a little cougar, by the way. If you're new to the channel, you're probably wondering, what the hell is this guy talking about? Yeah, I named him in GTA 5, and he's been in a lot of videos ever since. Mainly in GTA, but also in Red Dead Redemption 2, Far Cry New Dawn. Yeah, I love to see Jack in that one as well. He gave us a hug. Anyway, yeah, it's not gonna happen in this one. God damn it, Roach. He's already very tired. Wait a second. I'm gonna try to grab this guy over here, Roach's cousin. Goodbye, sir. I gift you Roach. Have fun with him. He sometimes really likes... No, boy. No. Okay, what? I missed everything. No, buddy. Oh, boy. We're good. God damn it. All right, so everything is fine. Can we actually go through here on a wagon? I really hope so. Yes, we can. Strawberry at last, my friends. Dropping into the 60s slightly already. I'm just gonna get out, otherwise I'm just gonna start killing everybody here by running them over. And we don't want to do that. We want to kill them bastards by our gun. Oh yes, boy. Let's go. Alright, so we're seeing a lot of water. That's why people say that this is the most intensive area, because usually it drops the most here whenever you are using some water physics set to the maximum and water quality settings to the maximum and stuff. But here, as you can see, it's nothing that we haven't seen so far. It's getting 70s, some drops into the 60s at times, but it's not a problem, in my opinion. Give me your wagon, buddy! I need to get out of here now. Alright, this is decent performance, although quite underwhelming for a new 40 series GPU for sure. Let's try some DLSS on quality next, still at the 1080p resolution. I wouldn't really use DLSS since we were already above 60 all of the time, but some people will like the look of this a little bit better. Oh my god, no, this is not the way, buddies! Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, we're stuck here, guys. I hope I didn't kill them. They shot Roach's friends. The family, actually, yes. Goodbye, sir. I also shot him. Oh gosh, I'm just wrecking everything. I don't have any more ammo, gosh. So we're screwed. Wait. Yes, we did it. I wonder when they will fix the little dot issue with the hair. Like, for example, on the hair of the horse, you can see a lot of little dots. On Arthur's hair, it's the same thing. It's just ridiculous, and it's been like this forever, so I doubt they will actually fix it, honestly. A lot of people have told me that you can actually install DLSS 3 inside of this game, or a newer version of DLSS that looks way better than this. So that's an option. I don't do that because, honestly, very, very few people will do that as well. And I prefer to keep things how most people will actually use them. By the way, it doesn't really do all that much here to the experience. It feels pretty similar to what it was before. Basically, at 1080p, it's down to personal preference in terms of the graphical quality. Let's go up to 1440p next. All right, here we go. 2560 by 1440 is now the res, and I disabled DLSS there as well. Everything else is exactly the same. And well, with these settings, 60s, mid-60s is not terrible, but it's already dropping into the 50s by quite a bit. Yep, 59. I guess in Strawberry it's definitely gonna stay below 60 most of the time, I think. But let's go back there if we can. They're searching for us, actually. Oh boy. Please forget about me, guys. I don't think he saw me. Oh, we're good. I don't think they will catch us from now on, because they just stopped searching for me, I think. Oh no, they remember me. Nope. All right. Now I can do this absolutely fine. Oh yes, buddy. Let's go drifting and everything. That's amazing. Oh, and as expected, it is staying below 60 most of the time, but it's not a bad experience, you know. It's a single-player title. It still feels responsive. There's not much input lag caused by the sub 60 FPS frame rate. Goodbye, sir. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in a tank in like GTA San Andreas or Vice City. Yeah, of course, that wouldn't happen in GTA San Andreas or Vice City inside of a tank, but still. Oh, we're here again. Interesting. I didn't know that we would spawn in Strawberry. Oh, hello, Roach. You actually came for me. Thank you so much, buddy. Wait a second. Maybe Roach has something for us. Oh, revolver. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Roach. Yo, my boy. There we go. Perfect stuff. All right, looking super beautiful here with this lighting, by the way. And you can see a lot more detail as well at 1440p resolution than at 1080p resolution. Textures also look a lot better right now because they scale up with resolution. At 4K, it will look really, really beautiful. Speaking of textures, by the way, the 8GB of VRAM here on the RTX 4060 are completely enough for this game. Even at 4K resolution, I don't think it will be a problem with ultra textures. So that's obviously good, but again, this is not really a recent title. Jeez, that looks so good, dude. I could just play this game to see the scenery, honestly, and the landscapes and the lighting and stuff. It's that gorgeous. And, well, once again, it gets close to 60 FPS on average, but it's slightly below it, so it means that most of the time it is actually below 60. Which, again, I could be happy with this experience anyways, but I think I would adjust some settings here and there to achieve 60 plus all of the time, because that's possible without sacrificing much in terms of quality. Let's enable DLSS for those of you who prefer the sharpness and the dotty hair. Can we get 69 on average, my friends? Damn it, it looks way sharper right now, but it's not like a good sharpening filter here in Red Dead Redemption 2's case. It's just over-sharpening, I guess. It's like some bad post-processing happening on like a smartphone's camera to sharpen things up because there's no detail there. That's the DLSS implementation in Red Dead Redemption 2. Again, some people do like it, and it's fine, of course. And maybe on a smaller monitor, like a 27-inch 1440p monitor, it would actually look decent, aside from the dotty air again. God damn it, Roach. He's always freaking tired, man. I just hate this. Okay, let's go. See the water here. The water is looking slightly pixelated, maybe? In some way areas? Yeah, I think so. Like, I can see some pixelation. It's probably not going to come through on YouTube because of the compression, but yeah. It's a little bit noticeable. You gotta look for it, though. God damn it, Roach! Please, just move! Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop it there. We're gonna go to Saint Denis now to change things up a little bit, okay? Here we go. The DLSS is still set to quality, of course, and it's getting like around 80 frames per second here. It's definitely less intensive in this huge town than it was in Strawberry. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm so sorry. No, I am so... Thank you, sir. Thank you. I didn't know how to stop that. I just wanted to rob this... God! Oh, all right. All right, get out, sir. Now that's... You are pushing it. You are pushing it, okay? Goodbye. Oh, yeah, you stay inside of the horse. That's your place. Okay. Thank you for the chariot, my friend, or the wagon, whatever this crap is. And let's... Oh. He's still... This must be freaking Bob, right? Bob! You're saying that I'm dead? No, you're dead. And I just want to make sure that Bob actually dies with a bullet to his butt. There it is. Yeah, DLSS can actually put us above 60 FPS most of the time, apparently. It's not bad, actually. It feels a little bit smoother for sure. Although... Since it is a single-player title, again, I think I would not use DLSS. I prefer to see the better visuals, and even if that means 50 plus FPS, well, it still dropped there. It dipped into like the 59, I think, or 58 maybe. Yeah, but I do prefer that better visual fidelity in a game like Red Dead Redemption 2. Then like 10 more FPS. Oh boy, I think we're gonna die. Roach is already freaking tired, of course! What is that animation even? Jesus, Roach! He's dead, by the way. They actually killed Roach! I'm gonna kill all of you now! All of it! Oh, never mind, that never works. Alright, let's move up to 4K, which is a terrible idea with a 4060. This is... just a 1080p card, as Nvidia says. Here we go, 3840 by 2160, using exactly the same settings with no DLSS first, and it is getting 30s right here. I mean, if it gets 30 plus all of the time, I guess you could play at 30 FPS locked for a console-like experience, or last-gen console-like experience. It's looking absolutely fantastic, guys, though. Jeez, that is so good looking. Okay, let's take a good look at that frame time graph. Alright, if it starts stuttering a little bit, it's probably because, well, the 4060 can't really handle this very much. And we are already seeing some few spikes there. That's not too promising, but it's not really that noticeable either, so... I guess it's okay. It's nothing that wouldn't be solved by... Okay, I didn't get stuck there somehow. By an FPS lock, okay? So if you lock your FPS, the stutters will probably be gone, since it's not caused by lack of VRAM and stuff like that. Anyway... We're seeing the few little spikes here and there on the frame time graph, which aren't really that noticeable. The game looks absolutely gorgeous, but I think you'd be better off with the 1440p experience if you want a higher resolution than 1080p. And even after enabling DLSS, it will be super intensive as well, and it won't be at 60 FPS, unfortunately, unless you do like performance DLSS. Is that Jack? Is that... No, it's Jack's cousin. That was so close. But yeah, I'm gonna try out some performance DLSS now to see if we can actually achieve the 60 FPS mark. But I'm not too confident on that, actually. At least not all of the time. But here we go. Yeah, it's already in the 40s. It doesn't improve your FPS by all that much compared to other games, at least. And on performance DLSS, you can see a lot of little dots. Good thing is we're getting around the same FPS now as 1440p native. A little bit slower, actually, like 5 FPS less than that. Maybe more than 5. Like 7 FPS less than that. Still dropping into the 40s, as you can see. So no, DLSS won't really save the little RTX 4060 at 4K resolution. It's good to make our frame time graph a lot smoother, though. We're not really seeing any of those little stutters that we saw previously. But it is not a perfect experience. Anyway, I'm gonna change the settings now to the hardware unboxed settings, which are optimized for the best visuals to performance ratio, and then we're gonna start over again at 1080p, and it's gonna be much smoother. Okay, this is it. We're back to 1080p, and these are the settings. Feel free to pause the video if you want to take a better look at them. DLSS is, of course, turned off, and I don't think we will need DLSS even at 1440p, honestly. Holy mother of frames, dude! That is way higher than what we saw previously. Remember, we were seeing 70 FPS or 70 to 80 most of the time, with some drops into the 60s at 1080p resolution. And now with these optimized settings, we're getting 130. Are you freaking serious? That is a huge improvement, dude. That changes everything. Well, actually, at 1080p, I would probably go for the other settings still, because it still looks a little bit better, especially in terms of the ambient occlusion. I can notice that. And it might have been slightly more defined in terms of the vegetation, but it's a minor thing. So anyway, we arrived at the Strawberry Town, and as usual, it's looking magnificent. It's kind of like midday or whatever, or still morning. Well, no, it's 1:25 p.m. There we go. So the sun is up. It doesn't look as impressive in terms of lighting. There is a lot of noise when I turn the camera around Arthur and Roach right there. That's because of the TAA implementation of this game. It's terrible. And 126 FPS average is just absolutely insane in my opinion. So let's move on to 1440p, the resolution where it actually did drop from 60 FPS. We're still using exactly the same settings. Not gonna scroll that entire menu down again because it takes a lot of time. And it's getting 80 frames per second this time around, about like a 20, maybe 25 FPS improvement coming from what we saw at the Ultra-ish settings. So it's another very nice and very welcomed improvement at 1440p resolution, and I think I would actually play like this with a 1440p panel and the RTX 4060. Again, it looks slightly better using the Ultra preset settings for this card, but you actually need to stop and lick walls and look at things side by side to actually notice a difference while you're playing the game. Maybe I would use like high TAA instead of medium, because medium TAA is still very, very noisy, even at 1440p resolution. But aside from that, and that won't really affect your FPS by much, you're gonna get like 1 less frame per second, so that's fine. Yeah, it still looks amazing, as it should, and it plays way, way better, well above 60 FPS at all times. Now the 1% lows are higher than the averages of 1440p Ultra settings. And this is still native resolution, of course. So, again, if you don't want to use DLSS and you want to achieve 60 plus all of the time, you got the option of using these optimized settings, which look great and will perform very, very well. And here we go, 3840 by 2160 using the same optimized settings, and it is not enough to achieve 60 frames per second. In fact, we're only getting like, what, 10 more FPS than we were getting previously. I think this is due to the low bandwidth on the RTX 4060. This is a 128-bit memory bus that Nvidia decided to put on this card, which is insanely low. It's something that you would find on like a 50 class GPU, you know, not a 60 class. And yeah, it shows right here. Whenever the resolutions are high enough, you won't really see a major improvement by dropping the settings because your bandwidth limited, and it's going to perform a lot slower than other cards that would otherwise be slower at lower resolutions, but then they can actually match it at like 4K resolution. And that's exactly the same thing for the RTX 4060 Ti, by the way. The 4060 Ti also has the 128-bit memory bus, god damn it! So the 3060 Ti can actually match the 4060 Ti in quite a few titles, you know, at the 1440p resolution, and even surpass it sometimes, which is kind of insane and honestly unprecedented in the GPU history. And alright, that's been it for this one, guys. I think maybe we should try it with some DLSS here at 4K resolution with the custom settings, right? Maybe use some balanced DLSS, which still looks decent and definitely looks better than performance DLSS. And it should be enough for us to get closer to 60. Yeah, there we go. We're surpassing 60 FPS, and the game still looks very good. And the little dots on the hair, well, they're still noticeable. Even at 4K resolution, it is still noticeable, but way less noticeable than it was at like 1440p with quality DLSS or 1080p with quality DLSS, obviously. So yeah, and now it's really smooth. It's a lot smoother than it was before. And don't get me wrong, I was talking about the RTX 4060's performance like it was crap at native resolution and 4K. It isn't crap. It's definitely very playable even at native without DLSS with 40 plus FPS basically. But it's just not what you would expect coming from an RTX 3060 successor. So that's been it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching this video. I think it would still drop into the 50s if we come across some water and stuff, which is slightly more intensive. We already saw it touch 60 FPS at times, so that is inevitable, but it's going to be a way smoother experience than at native resolution for sure. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and it was informative to you. And as always, love you all. Bye-bye.